I just wanted to go over a couple of things now that we've come back from spring break, just based on emails I've been getting from the district or other teachers, any updates, and then give you guys a chance to ask questions about that or ask questions about the assignment I posted yesterday. So first things first, I have a staff meeting online tomorrow, so I don't have the details of this yet, but it seems like they're trying to get all the teachers to move to posting all the week's assignments on Monday and then having it due Friday. So starting next week, I'm going to move to that. I already put an announcement. I'm not going to do the vocabulary, and the reading log is just if you want to try to boost your grade by doing extra work, that'll be there. But I'm just going to be posting the grammar and the 2 assignments on Mondays, and then everything will be due Friday. So you can choose to knock it all out in one day. You can break it up throughout the week, however you want to do it. But I'm going to start doing that next week. So hopefully that's less stressful for you guys. I think a lot of teachers are going to be moving to doing that. So just keep that in mind when you're pacing out the work that you're doing. So you're not doing a week's worth of work all on Thursday or Friday. But I'll probably post it all at 8 a.m. on Mondays and then have it due like before the end of the day on Friday. So that's that for assignments. Additionally, if you haven't heard, for grades, what I've heard is that they're having all the schools, middle school and high school, doing pass-fail. So what that means is on your transcript, your grades are just going to have like a pass or a fail grade. And that means you, so A through, I'm not sure if it's a C or a D yet. I have to see what counts as a pass or a fail. But all those will count the same, and it's not going to affect your GPA. It's just going to say you can go to the next class. So if you're in like geometry and you get a pass, that says you can go to the next math class. So if it's a fail, they're going to try to give you opportunities over the summer to remake any work. Probably not going in to make up work, but just like having that time over summer to turn in things and fix the grade. They're trying to give a lot of opportunities to kids to pass, since this is a hard time. But it's not going to affect your GPA at all, and it'll just affect like your credits. That's the only thing it'll affect. So don't worry too much. They know a lot of kids are kind of struggling right now, or families are struggling financially, so they're just trying to make it as easy as possible. I hope we go back senior year. I don't see any reason we won't. For your senior year, Josh, for fall, unless things get worse, like there's a lot of protesters popping up that might be spreading this stuff around and making it last longer. Or if there's a new wave, like different things could come up that affect it, but we really don't know. Yeah, idiots. So we're not sure. Every month we're taking it month by month, because right now the stay-at-home order is only until May 15th, but they might extend that. They probably will extend it, but they'll probably start opening up things gradually, see how it goes, and then if things are going good, they're gonna reopen schools. Right now they're planning on it for reopening schools. I don't know how summer school is going to look. So that might be a problem. But yeah, so all classes will either be pass or fail. I think you can request a letter grade if you want it to affect your GPA though. Like maybe you had a great semester, you're doing great on online learning, you, I believe, can request to have the letter grade to bump up your GPA for certain classes. I don't think you have to do all of them, but again, I have my meeting tomorrow. If I get more details on it, I'll let you guys know. Wait, when we go back, are we going to be sitting away from everyone? Probably not. I assume if we're going back, it means everything's fine. If it's the point that they need you to be separated, they won't let you go back. For requesting it, again, I don't know the details. So that's something the district and the schools are trying to work out, if students can do that and how. my guess would be you would message the principal and the teacher of that class, and they would note that on your transcript. So there's a lot of stuff with colleges too. If you're a senior or a junior who's going into their senior year, colleges are doing a lot of stuff to help. Like a lot of them are just kind of being really lenient on this semester. I think juniors and that are going to be seniors, you don't need the SAT. That's more if you want to be more competitive, but it's not going to be a requirement from what I've heard from the UCs and the state schools. Yes, really. I'll have to verify, but that's what everybody's been saying, is that the SATs will be more of a something to like pad your application than an actual requirement. Just because they don't know when you're actually going to be able to take them and if you're going to have the chance to take SATs before you apply for college. So sophomores, the SATs don't affect you, but for your grades, they'll look at this semester and they'll know that that's when this was all happening. So they'll keep that in mind when they look at the semester's grades for you guys. I also want to talk about some other things. So I wanted to talk about, I know a lot of you are bored. So you can actually, the LA County Library started doing this thing where you can fill out a temporary digital library card. If you don't have one, I'll put the link right here. If you go to this and fill it out, you can get a 90-day library card. And you might be saying, well, who cares? The libraries are all closed. We can't go in. However, there is an app called Libby. And once you have the library card number, you can download Libby on your phone or a tablet or your computer and just plug in the library card number, and it lets you check out books just like you would at a library. And this includes comic books, graphic novels, books, audiobooks. So if you're bored, this is something that you can do, or if you want something to read, they have almost everything. Like every book I wanted to read, I've been able to find. I've already read 6 books during this past couple of weeks just from using this app. It's pretty cool. They have some really good comic books. They have new comic books. So if maybe you're not a big reader, but you like comics or graphic novels, they have that too. So again, this link is to getting that digital library card, because you need a library card to be able to use the app. And it's free. Getting a library card's free. Getting the app is free, so you don't have to worry about that. But it's a great way to pass the time. Again, you can also get the audiobooks for these. You can check out audiobooks and you can listen to them or follow along if that's easier for you. So I thought I'd share that with you guys since some of you are telling me you're bored. Another thing, well, let me put really quick. App name is Libby. COVID-19 tab. So this is the next tab I was going to go to. This is a list of resources. This should have been emailed to probably your school email and your parents' emails that are on record, but I'm going to attach it right now to, let me see if I can find it really quickly. But it's a list of resources to help you guys. If you or a family member is going through any hardships right now, then it is really just where you can find resources. I can't find it right now. I'll look for it in a second and I'll link it in the chat. But this is a list of resources such as educational resources, so stuff from Montebello. If you need help with your Chromebooks, so tech or equipment email, you can message them for if your charger breaks or you lose it, if your Chromebook's not working, if you need help technically with something, if something's blocked, then message them at this email and they can help you out and tell you where to go. There's a couple more emails and websites. So these ones down here at the bottom tell you about the UCs, the Cal States, and the community colleges. So you can see their requirements right now, and that might help you guys out. Here is some nutrition websites. So if you or your family or somebody you know is struggling with getting food, here's some ways to get access to food, to get programs to help you. I'm going to talk about Heart of Compassion in a second. I know I think 22 million people have lost their jobs during this, so I'm sure you or someone you know is affected by this. And there's no shame in getting food right now. A lot of people are, you need to eat. I want to make sure my chef students are healthy. So here's some resources for that. Mental health resources. If you or someone you know is really struggling right now, being cooped up, there's a lot of good websites here and hotlines to help you if you need to talk to somebody or someone you know needs to talk to somebody. Stuff for finances through LA County. So there's a COVID response specifically here for financial help if your family's struggling. There are legal resources. So maybe there's something going on with your apartment or something going on with somebody's job and you guys just can't afford legal resources. These are some websites. And then just additional resources during this pandemic for you or anyone you know. So even if none of this is affecting you right now, this is a great resource that I'll link, because even if you don't need it, one of your friends or your family members might end up needing it. Even if you don't need it this year, a lot of these resources are ones that exist all of the time, not just during crises. So they're great for just helping you guys out. So I'm going to link this in just a second. Let me see if I can figure out how the heck to find it, actually. Because I know I downloaded it. I don't know where it went. But, oh, here we go. All right, so I just linked it in the chat. It should have just downloaded. So you can just click that, download it to your phone or your computer, and just have it on standby if you ever need it. And again, it should be in your emails. The district should have emailed this to you and your parents. The last part I was going to talk about was Heart of Compassion, which is right here. So this is also linked in the food resources document, but this one, so Heart of Compassion, some of our students volunteer with them, but they have a food distribution location at ATC, and it's on Tuesdays and Wednesdays at these times, 11 to 12:30 Tuesday, 12 to 1:30 Wednesday. It's only while supplies last, but they've been doing this to give out food to people during all of these closures. So that's another resource where you know the location if you need help with food or someone you know does. So that's for the resources. Any questions on any of this? So I talked about assignments are going to be posted Mondays. All the classes are going to be pass-fail. That library card, these resources, Heart of Compassion. If you have questions about that, or just questions about the homework I posted on Tuesday as well.